The thing with a capsule wardrobe and suddenly having clothes in your wardrobe that you can reach out and put on is it gives you choices and workable choices. And when you're not used to having workable choices, sometimes you think, oh, what am I going to actually wear? And that's not the purpose of a capsule wardrobe. I know that a lot of stuff in that wardrobe behind me is going to go with each other. And today I wanted to put on my jeans. I love them. I love them. You know, I do have a tummy, but they're just so very comfortable. So I've got options. Let's think about them. Now, I've already applied some jewelry because I feel that it really sets off the clothing. It changes something extremely plain and everyday and transforms it into something dressed up and special. And where better to start with this really slimline, thin cardigan. This is one that I've had in my wardrobe for so long. And I have paired it with these ballet pumps. I think as I start to lose a few pounds from my tummy area, this look can be really useful. I think that it's quite an unusual thing to have under a blazer, and that actually works in its favour because it gives it an unusual twist, and I really like that. These shoes are great, but I can just as easily wear this ever so slightly higher kitten heel. Again, very cool, neutral, and I love that. There's nothing wrong with keeping it out. The shape of the hemline is amazing on this shirt, but it's so thin and the cotton is so pliable that tucking it in is also an option. I love this. Now, if I wanted to put on another layer instead of a coat, I actually hate wearing coats. So I've gone for this just to show a little bit of skin, tucked in the front just a little bit. This is just a very quick and easy thing to just throw on. I feel really comfortable in this outfit. How do I feel? I was thinking the other day, what is it that has drawn me to the idea of actually once and for all tackling my wardrobe challenges? I mean, at 55, I'll be 56 in March. What is it exactly that prompted me to make these changes? I came to the conclusion that my challenges are very common challenges that a lot of women over 50 actually experience. And we live our life, don't we? We get older every year, and there comes a time when we can't really deny certain things. And I've been aware for quite some time that my body shape itself has changed. I've begun to look a lot like my mother looked at my age. And I remember her very clearly. She had quite a big tummy. She had slimish legs. Unfortunately, my legs aren't that slim. And the shape of her bottom had changed. I remember when I was younger, I had an inverted peach shape to my bottom. My waist was smaller than my hip ratio. I've noticed that the broadness and the weight in my bottom has moved up to sit on top of both hips, leaving a lack of fatty tissue where it used to be. And of course, my bosom has changed. Now, notice the term bosom. I'm not actually in the business of criticizing myself or what middle-aged women look like. I'm using these terms mindfully. It has turned into a bosom, whereas I used to have pert, full breasts that were full from the top as well as the sides and underneath. Now they've got a fullness underneath and to the side, but not much at the top. They kind of form a uni breast sometimes, which I have to be quite careful about. And actually, foundational garments such as the right bra is very, very high up on my list of things to acquire. I'd like a padded cup that is shaped to give my breasts their shape back. I think it's great to have a well-formed shape under your clothes. And I don't really want this problem of nipple show through. That's something that has always, all my life, made me feel so self-conscious, right from puberty onwards. I want something to hide that area, make it smooth, make it recede into the background, flesh-colored so I can wear it under lighter clothing. That's definitely high up on my wish list, and I will be tackling that very soon. Yeah, so changes in my shape definitely played a huge part in rethinking what I was wearing. But also, weight fluctuations. I was always very concerned with buying the smallest number, the smallest size that I could find that would fit my body. I really wanted all of my clothes to say that number on them, but not only are clothes very different from each other, even when they have the same number on them, but also weight fluctuations go up and down, depending on the month, depending on the time of year. Weight fluctuations are very much accepted by me now as a natural process of what my middle-aged body goes through. It's always gone through it, actually. I finally accepted it. And so I have been mindful to buy a size bigger, so long as it doesn't look sloppy and it's falling off my frame. I don't want that, oh, I can just get into this and it looks okay. I don't want that. I want, yeah, I can get into this and there's some room in here. And if my weight goes up, or indeed if my weight drops, it's going to look all right. I'm still going to fit into it. And it's going to hold its shape and give me shape quite well. That really needed to be addressed in my life. I was so sick of having clothing in my wardrobe that I could no longer get into. And also quite sick of putting things into the charity shop that were too big for me in my mind. So the clothes that I found that after a lot of thought, I have been gravitating towards, have had to fit me, but also give me comfort. And the whole concept of comfort versus style started to need to be addressed when I was choosing the clothes that I recently bought. And remember, this is just the beginning of a capsule wardrobe journey. I'm sure I'm going to be adding more clothing to my collection, and I hope that they will last me for years. I'm actually hoping to save money by doing this. I don't really want any man-made materials next to my skin, making me perspire and giving me that slightly strange body odor that man-made materials give. Even if you're very particular about your hygiene, it just gives that smell, and I don't like it. This cotton shirt feels divine. I can't believe that I've denied myself the comfort of a shirt like this for so long. And I actually think it looks really good. I think that any retailer who can offer a woman style and comfort is onto a winner. That's exactly what we're all looking for. Don't give me anything that's going to dig into my tummy or be tight under my arms or be too tight around my neck or just give me any physical discomfort at all. I want to wear my clothes. I don't want them to wear me. But then by the same token, that leads me quite well into trends versus classics. That very much goes hand in hand. In my growing up years, I've always wanted trends. But trends are the accent, they're the flash, the adornment that sits on top of basics. Without basics, you can't really have that flash of self-expression, that pop of colour or sparkle or pattern that really reflects your personality. Everything needs to be underpinned with things that are the building blocks to that. And those are the classics. Those are the classics. They are the timeless pieces. They're the pieces that I want to have in my wardrobe in 5 years from now. I'll probably need to replace them, but only in as much as they're through their natural wear and tear, through wearing and washing, through being well loved and serving me well. And in that respect, you might call them bland, but the styling is all in the process of putting those things together, mixing and matching to create different silhouettes, different lengths. And I've really taken baby steps into that. The fact that I'm wearing my jeans with a kitten heel actually is very exciting to me. I'm sure there are a lot of people who've been doing that for quite some time, but that proves my point, the timelessness of it. People were doing it 20 years ago, and I'm hoping that I'll be doing it in 20 years' time. Who knows? One of the things that also was foremost in my mind was looking appropriate to the occasions in my life. You could say dressing for your lifestyle. I'm not really a sporty person. I don't spend a lot of time outside. I've got a job, but it's not really a corporate job. I do need smart casual pieces. And of course, I do go out and socialize. And I love the different levels of dressing for the different social occasions. I don't really go to really posh, black tie events or anything like that. But I love to go out to dinner. I'm invited to friends' houses during the day and in the evening. As you know, yesterday I went to a baby shower. I felt $1 million and people commented on my presentation, believe it or not. They said things like, wow, you look great. You look really well put together. Nobody's ever said that to me before. So really, that describes a versatile wardrobe. It's amazing that all of those things are stuffed into the term capsule wardrobe, because a capsule is something neat and small. But you're getting an awful lot in that capsule wardrobe, I've come to learn. And finally, to top off the things that I've been discovering about dressing at my time of life, is footwear. The importance of footwear. So I've looked for lighter colours in footwear that are in the neutrals range. They range from soft tan all the way through the softer chocolate browns, all the way through to the flesh-coloured tones. I can't believe that I have such a collection at my disposal. And each one has been so carefully chosen for comfort. My feet have changed. They're much more sensitive than they used to be. I can't really wear harsh footwear that hurts the soles of my feet or rubs against the back of my ankle. So that means that in a lot of the cases, I've had to invest a little bit more money into those items of footwear, knowing that they're going to last for longer and they're going to be gentle on my feet. And when I've gone out wearing items from this capsule wardrobe that I've been collecting, I've noticed people have noticed. Women have noticed people. I mean, it's women. It's not men looking at my capsule wardrobe. It's women. Women have looked and they've taken note. You can see them clocking my clothing and thinking, it looks like they're thinking, those are useful items. Those are basics. They are neutrals. They are foundational garments. They look good. They look good. They serve me. They serve me very well. The one thing I have decided to do is to return the wide leg cream trousers back. I've decided to return them. And the reason for that is because my capsule wardrobe needs to primarily serve my lifestyle. I don't feel that those white trousers serve my lifestyle. They may be added to my wardrobe later on, but I need to invest the money that I have now into items that I'm more likely to wear on a daily basis. So the cream trousers are going to go, but I'm going to replace them with a pair of tan ankle grazer trousers that I can wear with a heel or with my flats. The planning process is ongoing. It's giving me a new interest and a new passion, and I love to research the principles of dressing, the principles of dressing for your shape. There's so much to learn. I've just come back from Marks and Spencer's. I've returned the wide leg trousers. I don't think it's the right time for the wide leg trousers. This place, I need to tidy it up, clean it up, do the kitchen, light the fire, get into my pajamas and prepare myself, because tomorrow I've got work, and I have work for the next 3 days. I think I've actually crammed an awful lot of transformation into these last 4 days of not working. And who knows what the rest of the month will bring. So I will say goodbye now, and I hope very much to see you tomorrow.